Hi guys, welcome to Sip and Read. I'm Amanda Gaston. So I got a couple of books for you guys. So the first book is How Rory Thorne Destroyed the Multiverse by Kate Eason. Okay, so this book is the first in a duology. So it's one of two that reimagines fairy tale trope within like a space opera thing. So it's kind of like Princess Bride meets Princess Leia. So in this story, Rory, as the eldest daughter, always imagined that she would, inherit her father's throne because he and govern the interplanetary consortium. But when her father is murdered and her mother gives birth to her brother, Rory is kind of kicked to the side, and so she's betrothed to a prince in a distant world. So when Rory arrives in her new home, and uncovers a plot to kind of like unseat her betrothed and usurp his throne, she has to use all of her wits and a small team of allies to kind of outmaneuver the bad guys and rescue the prince. This book is on my to-read list, and hopefully it'll be on yours. So the next book is The Bookish Life of Nina Hill by Addie Waxman. So in this book, Nina has her life just as she wants it. You know, she has a job at a bookstore, she has a cake butt trivia team, a world-class planner, and a cat named Phil. If she sometimes suspects there's more to life than reading, she just shrugs it off and picks up a new book. But what happens when Nina receives some news that opens her life up to strangers? Because, we hate strangers. So this book is a charming novel that follows the introvert ways of Nina Hill as she tries to navigate real life versus, fiction. So again, The Bookish Life of Nina Hill. The next book we have is The Ruins of Kings by Jen Lyons, The Ruins of Kings. So this book is the first book in Jen Lyons' new series, so The Course of Dragons. It's a breakneck pace story about Kyron, who's an orphan who grew up in the storybook tales of long-lost princes and grand quests. So he's claimed against his will as a long-lost son of a treasonous prince. So he soon finds out that being a prince is nothing like what the storybooks promised. He finds himself held basically a prisoner by his new family at the mercy of their power plays. So he also has to discover why his father finds him more valuable alive rather than dead. So soon he's trying to attempt to escape his relatives and their dangerous schemes, but finds himself in far deeper waters. So in the end, he kind of has to decide, does he want to save the empire or destroy it? Again, this is called The Ruins of Kings, and it's book 1 of the Course of Dragons series. Our next one is called The Angel of Crows. So this is a fantasy novel set in the 1880s London, where killers stalk the night, and the ultimate power is naming. Because if you name a serial killer, you give them power. So I swear this is not the story you think it is. I promise it's not. I wouldn't have chosen it if it was. Okay. So this book, it's about alternate 1880s where angels inhabit every public building and vampires and werewolves walk the streets with humans. In a fantastic utopia where angels can fall, and that fall is like a nuclear bomb in both physical and metaphysical worlds. This is a focus on how Jack the Ripper stalks the streets of London. And rather than like in the regular one where Jack the Ripper has no one to stop, like he just has police officers, London has an angel that stalks Jack the Ripper. And the angel's name is the Angel of Crows. So this is the story of the Angel of Crows. Again, it's The Angel of Crows by Catherine Addison. And our last book is The Essence of Perfection by Nita Brooks. So Nita Brooks delivers a delicious new novel about a celebrity perfumer, Nicola King, who is forced to add a daring new ingredient to her carefully curated life. So as Nicola learns new lessons and makes new connections, she must find the courage to decide what success truly means. Um, so the book is The Essence of Perfection. And so those are my books for sip and read. Enjoy.